Weekly horoscope from 2nd April to 8th April 2023. This is the week to get things done. Bursts of inspiration come from the energy to follow through on the big ideas as Mercury leaves excitable Aries for deliberate travels on the 3rd. And the fixed earth sign, the communication planet can be a perfectionist, so there's definitely a push and pull between wanting to get things done quickly and going things the correct way. The full moon in Libra on the 6th illuminates a path to balancing passion and routine. Aries, the full moon and Libra on the 6th illuminates both the harmony and the discord that you are experiencing in your closest relationships. What felt fresh back in the fall isn't feeling so new anymore. Take this moment to check in with your partner or work wife or bestie and make some adjustments before things fall further out of balance. This week's mantra: align. Taurus, though this is probably the busiest week you have had in a long time, the full moon in Libra on the 6th illuminates a need to slow down and focus on your health and well-being. Are your routines supporting your goals, or have you pushed yourself to the point of burnout? Notice where you need more discipline. This week's mantra: adapt. Gemini, when do you feel most like yourself? The full moon on the 6th brings some romantic intrigue or exciting creative projects into your life. But with your ruling planet Mercury moving into your unconscious sector this week, you are feeling reclusive and want to take a step back. Instead of getting in your head about missed opportunities, why not get some actual rest? This week's mantra: sweet. Cancer, the full moon on the 6th is a culminating moment for an ongoing home improvement project or family drama. What was just a seed of an idea back in September has now become a full-blown thing. How can you find more balance in your private life? This week's mantra: next. Leo, you are the busiest as you have been all year, as the full moon on the 6th brings big moments for everyone around you. It's your sister's baby shower, best friend's birthday, and a much anticipated book club meeting all at once. If anything feels like less of a celebration and more of an obligation, trust your gut and work on moving away from that part of your life. This week's mantra: full. Virgo, as your ruling planet Mercury moves into Taurus and your education and travel sector on the 3rd, you are inspired to start working out the details for your next big move. The full moon in Libra on the 6th reveals whether you actually have the resources to make it happen. The amount in your bank account might surprise you, so now's the time to steady your spending habits. This week's mantra: steady. Libra, this is an intense and emotional week for you. Libra, as the full moon on the 6th is in your sign. Back in the fall, you set some goals around caring for your mind and body, and this week your progress or non-progress is revealed. This is also an ideal time to put yourself out there and get some attention. Savor the spotlight while it's here. This week's mantra: me time. Scorpio, the full moon on the 6th illuminates some fears or anxieties for you, Scorpio. The good news is that you are no longer hiding from reality, but the bad news is that what's revealed is likely out of your control. This week is an exercise in letting go and asking for support where you need it. This week's mantra: release. Sagittarius, the full moon on the 6th is a party, and you are the guest of honor. Seeds you planted back in September toward making new friends or gaining success come to fruition this week. Now the challenge is balancing what's grown in your public life with what you like to cultivate at home. This week's mantra: charm. Capricorn, a breakthrough for your career or public life arrives with the full moon in Libra on the 6th. But you are not just gaining recognition and respect this week, you are getting clear affirmations that following your heart is always the right choice. Relax, have some fun, and celebrate all that you have accomplished. This week's mantra: shine. Aquarius, the full moon on the 6th lights up your travel and education sector. What intentions from back in September are coming to fruition now? Were you able to go on that big adventure, or are you stuck back at the square one? This is also a perfect time to reconnect with a teacher or mentor or realign yourself on the path. This week's mantra: receive. Pisces, whether you are meeting with your accountant or facing some hefty debts, all kinds of money matters are bubbling to the surface at the full moon on the 6th. If you are off track, this is an excellent time to make a plan to get balanced again. Conversations with friends help you make this more manageable and less taboo. This week's mantra: burst.